Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Grigsby's War in the East. So, as we continue with the newly christened Operation Polar Bear, I do like that name, I think it's pretty cool. Now, I did have somebody comment about trying to sever this rail line, and I think I'd like to do that to make it absolute hell for the Soviets to get supply and logistics down to the south. It already is harder for them due to their... well, just because they have to take the longer route. Which is good, so at least that is something that does help us out nicely. Okay, is this music a little bit loud? No, there we go. Okay. So, everything rests on what sort of resistance we're facing here. I really do not know, but I'm going to go by the heavy mounted brigades everywhere else, that is maybe brigades. So we'll take a look at that when we get there. Okay. Now, ideally, I'd love to establish control here. Now that at Leningrad, I do need to establish who can be taken and who can be left. So we'll reorganize 18th Army. Oh, well, there we go. We'll have them under LI, and then the rest of the army can begin to move away. I think that will be sufficient. Well, we'll probably need, like, another 2 divisions just to hold the line here. Then again, I could have them under the direct command of 18th Army. That would work fine. So we have General Oberst George von Kuga. Okay. Let's begin the process of leaving. Right. So then the beautiful thing about these forces is we can use them as a strategic reserve. This music feels a little bit loud, so I'm going to turn that down a bit. There we go. So I will use them as a strategic reserve. So that is superb. Now, I'll be able to transport them via rail? Potentially next turn, yeah, next turn. But if we can get them onto the rails, then we'll be able to strategically relocate them over to here, which will be amazing. So yeah, we'd be able to bring forces right up to the doorstep of Moscow, and that's the most important thing. The armoured breakthrough here is superb, but we do need the infantry to back it up and hold the pocket. Thankfully, there is very little over here. I mean, we are mostly dealing with the greatest amount. They do have something in reserve, though not much. So let's carry on. Right, so that is 5 divisions there. We'll relocate these divisions too. Now, we do have the static divisions somewhere, so we will leave behind the static divisions. Now, I don't know. It depends, actually. I mean, they were really used kind of like a occupation force, but I do have regiments of French volunteers, Croatian volunteers, that I could use to actually garrison the city itself. So I think I'd rather use those forces. I mean, these aren't full strength, but they're decent strength, and they do have some combat power, so I will keep using them. I mean, I do think that's a good move. Actually, let's just move you... we'll move you over here. Okay. You can't move far. Yeah, I'll take both static divisions just in case. gorgeous thing about having the rails here. I mean, there's so much rail infrastructure here, it's incredible. Okay. So that leaves us with 2 cores basically here. Righto. We'll have you transferred to L core. Lovely. So about half the army is leaving. That's fine. I mean, this is more than sufficient for the task. I just need the extra forces there just to get things to roll quite quickly, as I do intend to take Leningrad in its entirety. Okay. Now, irritatingly, we did lose control of this rail line, or at least we lost the ability to send forces along that rail line for the time being. So that does slow us down in some regards. Especially here, I mean, this really has been a pain. I think I will, I don't know, it's one of those things, do I transfer them now? I transferred them last turn and then look what happened, so I think we'll hold our nerve for the moment in time. And now what I do love the fact is that they've abandoned that town, and that town is quite key. Right, so we need to begin with the infantry attacks. One brigade, sorry, 1 division. Yeah, 1 brigade would be enough to hold that. Okay. See, I'd like to form this division too. Right, I'll move you in here. This can move out. Okay, we'll move that full strength division, but then again, no, I'm going to keep it there as I can move it. Okay, so we'll form up the division here. Right then, so we don't have enough power to break through here unless we use both forces, which I may do. I mean, if we can force them back, we may have a good opportunity. Now, they are withdrawing, which is rather crappy. So I do have to make use of them pretty much immediately. Oh, well, They don't withdraw until some time yet, so we do have them for a while. That's good news. Right. Right, so headquarters is here. Do we have anything in terms of support? We do have construction battalions. Construction battalions are legitimately the best things in the world. I do adore them. Let's see, that's the Panzer headquarters. Let's have them assigned... Wow. Okay, there's a lot of construction battalions that I've not been using here. Holy moly. Okay, let's... spread them out. But these will be amazing because I can like start to work on, well, boosting the rail. So that's good. I mean, you can see here it's all over this area, but if we could try to get it over here, that'd be amazing. So all I'll do is probably transfer these troops over to this line. We can have the HQ on this line, and we can start to convert that line. Okay. Now, I think we'll begin the move here. Now, issue is they can't pull off a full attack, which is difficult. I don't think I'd have enough for that. So if I transfer this here, then we will have enough. At least I hope so. Fuck my life. Well, that backfired on me hard. Well, we'll just attack here then. Okay, keep those forces in reserve. But that didn't go the way I wanted it to. Not at all. That's the issue, we're dealing with really well-entrenched forces now. Okay. I mean, we tried over here, but that really didn't work out for me. Right, remove those forces. We'll have these guys, hopefully... Yep, there we go. Routed. That's good news. Okay. Now, they do have a lot of movement, actually, so I'd rather use them. Alright, so exploit the gap. Now, I think I will blast them out of here. There we go. Actually, can I move them? I can move them there, sweet. I fear they won't have enough for a full attack. I was right about that. Okay, let's go for a full attack here. That's better. That's some difficult resistance. Okay. Actually. So I do need to remove these forces here. That should be enough. But I will commit them as well, just to make sure that we get rid of these forces. Oh, I hate when they hold. Oh, it really hurt me inside. There we go, fantastic. Right, so I mean, let's take a look at that. That's 23,000 men, but most importantly, the 7th and 4th Guards Rifle Divisions. But ultimately, that has opened that up nicely. So we do have control of the town now. The most important thing, however, is that we're not being faced by anybody to our rear. So we can now move these men up quite easily. Okay, it also does allow us to move up. So replace them men, those men there. Okay. So we'll have these men here. Then I'd like to force that out of the way. They should be able to do that. They should have overwhelming force. Yeah, there we go. They routed. Fantastic. Right, so there we go. We captured another town. Tiny amount of fuel there. What I need to do here then with these panzer forces is... It's a good thing that we've opened this up over here, because then we can try and sweep through here. Okay. Right, let's try this here then. So we do have this force. Right, let's use them both here. Then... I don't know, do I go for a full attack here? There is an army here. And I would like to make sure this succeeds. And then I should have enough left to take that with just a hasty. But I think, yeah, we'll go here and then we'll try that. Okay, yep, they're gone. Right, that does leave us just enough. Yep, fantastic. Not enough to fill that gap, so I will need some extra forces just to fill that gap. But most importantly now, these forces should be dealt with. So what I can do is I can flood... Oh, I could try to flood infantry in here. But I'll probably just have to use some rear... Like the motorized or the motorized, that'd be fine. Right. But I can begin to move these troops down here now. And then at least we can concentrate our men. Okay. Who the hell do you belong to? Okay, damn it. Well, we'll have you transfer command then. Right, now their job is going to be to hold this. Okay. Now, I could move you... We'll move you here, capture that rail line. Okay, there we go. So we do have those forces now to cover our advance. These guys... Okay, I might have slightly mucked up there. That may in fact be a slight fuck up. I'll just have to transfer them further down here. After moving fuel though. Okay, I don't mind about that. Okay, I don't think they'll advance on us, but I'd rather them don't. Rather them not do that. But either way, supply will be able to flow through here now, which is the best thing I could have hoped for. Okay. Cut that rail line. Nothing really worthwhile there. The important thing is that we have severed that rail line, so that's good. Increases the amount of vehicles that they are going to have to use now, which is good. Very, very good. I think I will have... I really do want these forces brought up as a reserve for the attack over here. So I will get them moving now. I simply have to. Okay. Righto. Now, we do have our rel, which is the main thing here. There's a good amount of supply there, so those forces can hold up there. I think we'll have these guys to the rear, in fact. We'll have them in this town here. That gives them shelter. Actually, no, I should leave you in between, as you can gather supply from the city and this town too, and spread it out, so that's fine. I mean, it's an issue that we are having to leave this rather open, but I am able to check it, and we are able to hold here. But I need to move further reserves up into this area, especially come the winter. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, there's motorized here. There's a few armored forces. Though that is the first motorized division we've seen for a while. Okay. I mean, we are nearing a sort of breakthrough. I mean, we are looking at the fact that these guys have a really nice amount of fuel. I mean, that is a superb amount of fuel. So we'll have them to begin the attack. Now, can I get any further reconnaissance? I need to break through here, then I can link up with forces. And then if we can try to... Yes, there's a significant amount of what looks to be routed units. And then if we could link up there, then we could start to... A single push then would take us to the gates of Moscow. So that is incredibly important. Well, incredibly important. We do have these forces as reserves, so that is good. Right. So even you still have a lot of movement here. I think we'll use you as a flank so we can break through here. And then at least you do have that... decent movement. Right, so we have a army headquarters, the 22nd Army. Right, let's move you up so you're actually able to function. Okay. We'll hit you first. Oh. Well, there we go. Oh well. You'll be able to fill that gap for me. Yeah, movement is somewhat reduced here. Though they do have the most here, so that's fine by me. Okay. Go with that. Scouted. Okay, no problem. You do have the most movement. Right, you're still able to pull off that, so we might be able to use you combination here. Mate, fuck off with scouted. Scouted my arse. Actually, that does leave me with 24 movement points. I'd rather do that. Okay. Hasty attack should succeed now. Finally. Shattered. You can't move anywhere annoyingly. You can. Could have you fill that gap, make sure that we actually do hold that. So I will. Then I can move the headquarters here. Righto. Yeah, we can easily pass through that. Ah, superb. Now what do we have here? Ooh, that's a lot of fuel and supply. Hello there, darling. That's going to keep the offensive going. Now, do I go here? I think we'll go here, make sure this breaks. Superb. Probably wouldn't work. Okay then. So if I move you here. There we go. So we'll be able to draw on fuel now. Can't move them any further sadly, but we'll be able to draw on that fuel. Or at least that supply that's coming through here, so that's good. So we have links up here. If I can get something to fill that gap, I would be really, really happy. Oh well, if we can force these guys back, we'll not need it. But I'm happy about that. I really am glad that I did commit those forces there. But this is it. I mean, we've trapped a few men here. We forced the vast majority of them back. And we still have another 2 Panzer groups basically to move. Is it 2 or 3? About 3. No. How many? 1 headquarter. Okay, 2 headquarters. Righto. Oh no, 2 headquarters here. Yes, we have 3 headquarters, okay. Right, we have you guys as the front line. We'll go with LVI. I think LVI... Right, these guys, okay. I should really move that. Headquarters just... here. Right, there we go. Now, this is... Where the hell is their headquarters? Oh, never mind, I was reading it wrong. Righto. Oh, you whore. Cavalry division's given them some oomph. Right, Rifle Brigade. There's headquarters there too. See, if I can sever that rail line, that does sever a hell of a lot, actually. The important thing is to recognize that there is towns here with a lot of fuel. And I'm not even kidding when I say a lot of fuel, a lot of goddamn fuel. But it's definitely going to allow the offensive to continue. So we need that fuel, ASAP. But this is going very well so far. I mean, we'll be able to get rid of all these units here next turn. We can drop more fuel into these units, so we just need to try and break through into this area here. Though it might not even be required if we just break through here with a concentrated attack. I say just as if it's the easiest thing in the world. Right, we'll do this then. There's that town there. We'll go and take that town first, so I actually do have a source of supply here. Right, you can't move any further, that's fine. Right, supply MP is not too bad. Wow, so there's just F all here, basically. Okay, I should recognize that was going to happen. Right, we'll get rid of our headquarters. If I have enough left, I can not hit that. Right, there we go. So it's a shame that I didn't cut that rail line, but we should be able to cut it. Though I do need that town. That town will give me enough fuel to keep this momentum going. There's a few towns like that, which I do adore. Alright, these guys are up next. Okay, so you don't really have too much in the way of mobility. So we'll use you then to kind of keep the corridor open. Move that army headquarters too. Right, 7 here. Shattered. Right, let's just make sure we occupy the town. Because frankly, that is going to be amazing. We'll have you reassigned if needs be. Okay. 11 here. I'll have the Totem Koth move up here. I want to be able to sever this rail line. Oh, you whore! Oh, that's really irritating. Good. Really is good, in all honesty. Right, so I can hold that, draw fuel from it. Thing is, do I move that, disrupt that airfield and draw fuel from that? But we'll move here. So the important thing here is to note that there's only one rail road out of Moscow now, and into Moscow. So that is reducing supply to the entirety of the Red Army. But we are getting there. I mean, if we just have enough oomph here, then we'll be able to break through. But I think the next turn could potentially do it for us. We do have this last one, then we do have these guys as reserve. I'll find somewhere to redeploy you. I might have you just actually hold on to that town, then at least you'd be able to gather some fuel and supply from there. Yeah, which should be a better idea. Also keeps them from reoccupying that. It is a key area too. Alright, I'll move the headquarters. Right, now they lack fuel. Okay. I'll probably open this up, really. I mean, this is the key thing to remember, that we do have this now, so this supply corridor will be created. So that's fine, we don't really have to worry about this collapsing anymore. But look at all this now, there's a lot of headquarters, this is the rear. If I move up here, that's closer to supply. Okay. That did lead to a few being damaged there. I was kind of hoping they would function together, but no, not enough. Okay, artillery brigade and rifle brigade. Just a tank brigade there. Just thinking about what I want to do here, really. Oh, actually. Fuck. I just completely... Fuck. Right, okay, I just realized my gigantic mistake there. Cover that, that'll at least give us a bit of fuel. Okay. Just whatever works there, sunshine. Oh, it does work actually, that's cool. I don't know, actually. Yeah, in fact, I think we'll move them via rail. We'll leave them on the rail this turn. Or at least I could take them off the rail. Alright, see if I take them off the rail. Right, so, because I'm an idiot and forgot about this, those forces won't be cut off. Which is a fucking annoyance. I really was kind of stupid there and didn't realise that. Thought I'd been able to knock them back, but Right, at least that is fine, and we do have this link up here. So we will be able to do something. I mean, there's a law zone and control here, so they might be able to just move there, but then we'll be able to get around here into their guts. So that's good. Righto. Issue is we can't really knock that back. Could move there though, so I think I will. Might as well. I mean, you do have a full attack, so you should be able to break through. Or not. Yeah, issue is lack of fuel and supply. But we do have far, far more armored fighting vehicles than the Germans ever did at this point in time around Moscow. So this is a huge thing to note, that we are definitely a hell of a lot stronger than the Germans were historically. Right, you can't really move that far. Good thing I can move them. Maybe there. Oh, silly me. Yeah, the 17th was the one that took a hell of a lot of punishment. Together they should be able to do it. Or not. That's what I thought. Okay, I guess we'll keep them as they are here. At least then I can build up a little bit of fuel and supply. So not quite the breakthrough here that I wanted. But we are definitely putting Moscow in danger here, considering that we have almost all the hexes we need. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Give or take. Once we get those, then we'll be good. I might even be able to just break through here. I think I will have to just go around the corner here. We see all these forces in their rear. They're not very strong. We do have these forces as backup. Okay. So let's fly supply to these division headquarters. Right. Second Panzer... Right, that's Second Panzer Division, okay. Right, so these division corps are okay, actually. It might be that we fly supply to the actual units instead. Yeah, that Panzer Corps does have a decent amount. So I think we'll actually fly the fuel to the actual divisions. There we go, 21 tons of fuel. $20 tons of fuel. And I should really pick a, like, core to fuel up. Even they have a decent amount of fuel. Let's see. Yeah, 1st Division needs fuel, but Totenkopf is okay-ish. What's that about? Well, am I just suddenly unable to drop fuel now? Wow, that fucking sucks, doesn't it? As you do. Okay. We'll have your command transferred back to the 16th Army. 16th... there we go, 16th Army. Sweet! Right, transferred back to 16th Army. Righto. So that is a nice breakthrough. I mean, we are on the edge of Moscow here. We can just break through into this area. I mean, frankly, we only need to break through here, and then that's it, we're in. I mean, we do have 3 Panzer groups on this. So that needs to happen. In all honesty, I should have had infantry assigned really here. But I wanted a more secure breakthrough. And if I wasn't an idiot, then I would have been able to link this up. But I'm an idiot, and I just didn't think about it until later. Either way, we'll have these forces so supply can flow. Okay, now the rest of the front line. Let's go into border the city of Kursk. Reduce my vehicle need. As I anticipate a very hard winter to come. And frankly, we're not going to be doing any mass movement here until that time. So if I can reduce my vehicle demand now, then I'm going to be doing myself a big favour. And especially considering these the forces that are furthest from supply, they're going to be hit hard, extremely hard. So if we can hold up around these strong points, then we'll be good. Hey, look at these guys. I mean, yeah. There we go. Just contracting the line a bit. Okay, now over here. Across we go. There we go. Actually, should keep you there. Not the most beautiful defense, but hey, if it works, it works. Oops. Have you reassigned there? There we go. Try and make sure that in towns and things like that, it would definitely help us out. So we have really surrendered a lot of ground here, but this is not June. This is not August or September. It's not the time for those sorts of things. And we have to prepare, as especially in the following turns. I mean, we only have like maybe one more turn before the blizzards hit. And that's when shit gets real. That's when shit gets really, honestly crazy. Shit hits the fan. Okay. Right, let's have them move on to the rails here. They can refit. They're not taking all the goddamn room up. Alright, we'll need you down here at some point. But the good thing is these guys are now on the rails. So I can use them. Notice that all these guys have disappeared from over here. Right, let's get you moving. Right, let's move you onto the rail. Can't believe I forgot about them in all honesty, but hey, this is what happens. There we go. These forces can relieve these men. Yeah, frankly, Not worth having them there. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, fuck off, may not undo last move. Ah! Sometimes the game, well, sometimes the game, like, sort of lags in a way, so then you kind of get stuck on selections. Which really, really is very annoying. I mean, it's probably not too wise to have the Romanians holding that, but frankly, should things go poorly, I can always redeploy. And what I could probably, what I'll probably do is have 1st Panzer really redirected down here to Crimea, make sure that happens, and then be able to gain Sevastopol, which is a very fucking nice city. There's a lot of fuel and supply there. And then perhaps using the Panzer we could advance over here, try and sweep in from behind them. Who knows? And we still need to rescue these guys somehow. I don't know how that's going to happen, if it's even going to happen. I'd like to hold out hope for them. I'd like to hold out. Okay, let's move these airfields up. Well, they're alright, actually, there, so that's fine. There's a lot of air power right here. Okay. And the north. Not really too much. In all honesty, I should probably withdraw troops. Build up a reserve. Right, have them change headquarters. This is another 3 divisions, though, that we can have redeployed, so this is good news. I mean, I'm going to need them down here, and the idea is going to be to try and get them to wedge themselves against the lake here. And then we can separate these forces here and prevent them reinforcing Moscow. That'd be great. Probably better off being, like, over here. It is difficult trying to figure out where to actually deploy them. Right, how much do we have in terms of rail? 7,000. That's enough to move this division up. See, I'll have them move up over here, and then we'll have to move them later. And I do have 2 divisions here that I'd love to get moved up. But the thing is, I don't want to ruin them. I'd rather move them via rail so then at least they are viable. Or somewhat viable. Especially, I do not want them to be out there come blizzards. That's the thing. So we have taken out about 55,000 Soviets this turn, which is decent enough. At least taking them down a little bit. I mean, they are up there, but they're around about what they usually are now, about 3.8. Seems to be their magic number. I'm sure they're happy about that. Okay. Kuga. I mean, we are in advance of where the Germans were historically as well. So, we'll see how things go. I really do want them to go well. But we have to be practical, and we have to try and... I mean, this is the thing, I've made gains here, I've pulled back over here to reduce the truck requirement, and in fact, I might pull back further, considering that it's nothing but good for me to pull back at this point. I can shorten my front line, using less trucks. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I mean, as I was about to say, we've advanced somewhere, so we need to retract somewhere just to reduce the logistical challenge. Right, so there we go. We do have a little bit of a hole there, but that's fine. I mean, we've pulled back quite a distance. We've concentrated around areas of supply and shelter. So I'm hoping that next turn we'll be able to keep the vehicle buffer going. I mean, at the moment we have about 59,000 vehicles in repair. We'll be able to repair about 10,000, so that gives us about a 10k buffer. So reducing the numbers here is really good. So let's see. Still using T-34s. I'd love to capture some more of those. We need to start pushing everything else into the actual line. Okay. Frankly, come with the blizzard. We may have to... Well, actually, yeah, we are going to have to remain in Stalingrad into 42, more than likely. Right. So, I think we'll be... I think we'll be good with this. So we'll end our turn here and see how it goes. You can see here that we've advanced quite far. I mean, if it had been better weather, we would have been around here instantly. Yeah, so we got here. If that holds, that'd be amazing. Just this area here. So in fact, in all honesty, I need 1, 2, 3, like 4 hexes at most. Well, at least. To surround them. If I can get around Moscow, then that's it. It'll starve. It'll be a hell of a fucking tough nut to crack. But it'll starve. I mean, we cut these rails here, so there's only this one rail. Well, I say one rail, it's like 3 rail, but still. Right. So you can see here, their strength is very low. I mean, if we can attack these forces from the rear, then that's it. I mean, we're preventing them reinforcing this area easily. Okay. I mean, we are hopefully preventing a counterattack. Yeah, they're desperately trying to hold this. I mean, if I can go around here, then that'd be superb. I mean, just look at all this air power. This is a lot of air power in the area. Ah, that's interesting. So they're pulling back over here. That's an indication of how bad things are. So that means we'll get Tula. And what I wanted to do here is basically... our forces of the Wehrmacht will hold the urban areas while they suffer in the cold. That's the idea. Right. Yeah, those forces are buggered. I think we still held onto that, so that's good, so I can get rid of these troops here. I'm really hoping I can get rid of those 4 divisions there. If I get rid of those 4 divisions, that's a lot of manpower gone for the Soviets there. I mean, they are losing a few divisions each turn. So if we can keep up this attack, keep up the offensive. I mean, we have one more. This is it. This is the final turn. So if we don't achieve our objectives this turn, then that's tough titty. I mean, I might be able to achieve it the turn after, depending on how conditions are, but we'll see. Right, see, that. What does that do? What does that honestly do? That achieves absolutely nothing. I take light losses due to the fact that they just retreat. So what does that achieve for them? Jack shit. Tula is going to fall. I'll have shelter in Tula. I'll have a supply base in Tula. Okay. Now. See, their vehicle pool is reducing considerably. They only have about 169k. Whereas before they had like 200k. So this is hurting them as well as me. And it's hurting them even more so considering the rails. Yep, that pocket should hold potentially now. Right, there's not much strength here. If they leave that gap there, then I'm in. I really need them to leave that gap. If they leave that gap, then... mwah. Right, here we go. Let's see how things go then. I need that vehicle buffer. Hopefully I have an overabundance of vehicles. That gives me a decent buffer. But I have definitely... I think I will have the abundance. I think I'll have a buffer of vehicles. If I had a buffer of vehicles last turn... Yes. Ooh, we just barely have a buffer there. So we did take some losses here. I mean, this is mostly due to the weather. Right. Yeah, they have left the gap. And they've left a gap here. At least I think so. We'll go with some reconnaissance. And we actually managed to keep these troops, so thank God for that one. Right, let's do some reconnaissance here. Right. So there's a gap here, not there, but that's fine. Okay, did they gain any reinforcements that turn? They did gain reinforcements that turn too, so that's probably where those men have come from. Let's see, please, 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 please have rail. Oh my God, we have rail on both sides! Oh, hallelujah! Okay, now this is incredible. Let's run the rails. Okay. Trying to see how the rails go. Let's just move them back there. There we go. Now I could have that travel there, which I think I will. So there we go, we have rails literally 1 hex from Moscow. So that should keep us supplied throughout the winter. Yeah, so there we go, we've got those forces cut off, we've got those forces cut off. These forces obviously still cut off. Those forces still cut off, but they're doing alright. They're actually doing fairly well. And God knows how they'll go. But you can see here, I mean, if we'd not pulled back there, then we probably will have been a deficit in vehicles. Ooh. You cheeky little bugger, you. Cheeky little bugger. Okay. Start at Stalingrad. Leningrad. God! One of those grads, anyway. That's the issue, that we can't do the full attack. Oh well. Should be able to break through there. At least I hope so. No. This is going to take a long siege. At least to be able to break these forces down, it will. That's the issue. The front is so narrow here that I can't really get to them. But we still have the city of Leningrad itself, with all that fuel and supply there. Okay. Now then. Right, wipe out these troops here, then at least we can move on. Live fuck. Oh, okay. That's irritating. There we go, got. Right. You should be able to do that. Right, there we go. Let's make sure. Good. Very, very good. So, I mean, those forces gone now. And that's already 45,000 men gone from their order of battle. So let's take Tula. Then we can withdraw these forces into that line. Well, obviously not those troops. I need that city. Good. Very, very bloody good. Right, there we go. So we've got Tula, which is good. That's a really good supply base now. And it's somewhere I can fall back into, so it's good. It's a strong point at that as well. Okay. Let's use our forces. We're supplied for an offensive now. An offensive that needs to succeed. Well, that's a high-level headquarters. There we go, routed. Captured the town here. Stolbaya. Stolbaya. Bovaya. Bovaya. Ah, these Russian names that I can't pronounce. So we've taken that city there. Well, that town, sorry. Yeah, need to cut through here. This is it, we need to cut through here. I mean, I wish I had all these troops. If I had a few of these troops over here, then I'd be able to do something, but we'll see. They still have a hell of a lot of movement. That is rather impressive. Need them there. This line can contract. But that's it. I mean, we've got Tula. That's good. So I think I'll have these troops really occupy this central position as a reserve. They are under Army Group Center, aren't they? Yeah, 2nd Army's Army Group Center. There we go. So we have Army Group Center. We have these forces here. They're kind of like our islands of resistance. Which is good. Right. Look at all these airfields. Break that rail line. Okay, that holds. But that's broken that rail line bar. Okay. In fact, we do need to move forward. There we go. Ah, shame I can't move up, but we'll try and attack here then. Right, so then hopefully I'll be able to push up, take all that. Stabilize the front there. Just need these infantry to hold the line here, but they'll be able to do that. I just need to get around here. This doesn't matter. I'm glad that they moved a lot of forces there, so that is good for me. Really good for me, in fact. Right. Let's think about this. Choose these forces here. Break through. I really need to break through. Motherfucker. Wow. That really fucked me. Okay. Okay, we captured the town. I'd have appreciated these men just, like, disappearing, but hey, nice bit of fuel there, though. Give it a go. Oh, wow. Hell yeah. I'll take that. That's another town taken. I mean, this is it. We just need to get through this line here. The issue is I can't really get these troops up into a decent place. Go for a full... well, go for an entire... by they held. Okay, keep those forces reserved. These men, well, they don't have as much fuel as I was hoping for, but nonetheless. Really? That's rather annoying. Okay. At least we all have supply across to here, though, so that is the most important thing. But it's really good that we managed to get these rail lines up and going, so that's fantastic. It means there's an abundance of supply in this area now. Oh, a decent abundance of supply. That rail is vulnerable, so I just have to rail something to deal with that, I think. We can see they're working over here. I mean, I could get right in there. Ooh, actually. I think that's just 3 air bases as well. Okay. That could be worthwhile. Right. We'll move you here then. Doesn't count unknowingly. Right, so I'll move you here. Which commander you bloody under? Oh, well, that is just bloody remarkable, isn't it? Bloody remarkable. No wonder they're not a full... bloody arses. But at least that's helped us to be able to cut those forces. Right. Need to hold this, really. Nice town there. I mean, these forces do have a good amount of fuel, though, so that's decent. Okay. What do we have here, then? Right, good, they still have movement. There we go, 13 tons of fuel. Most importantly, these forces are now cut off. That will be. No more movement there, but that's fine. Okay, it's not far to go here. I think if we do this first, then we can figure out where we need to go. Well, fuck, but oh well. Actually, nah, let's keep them there. Okay, that spot is a little bit of breathing room. Okay. So we only need to get around here, which is beautiful. Oh, yes. Right, let's move you. Then at least we can see what we're dealing with. Let's move you here. Together they should be able to just do a normal attack or a hasty attack and be able to get through. So, well, we'll do a full attack here, make sure we get through there. Yeah, that took a lot there, so I'm glad I did that. But that's opened that up. That I'll keep you reserve. Well, that is a town there. With decent amount of fuel and supply. Oh, if I move there, I lose all ability to do anything, so I'll just go for this here. They'll hold. Okay, 21 and 21. issue is I need something here. So I think I'll move that cavalry up to cover that. Now go cavalry to the rescue. I don't have the ability to attack here. That's annoying. Right, now I can. Importantly, it's cut that rail line. Oh, come on, please let me attack. Alright, I could get across there. Oh, you son of a bitch. Good. Extremely good, in fact. Still can't. Still can't. But the fact is, it's bought me that space there to maneuver. Oh, bug it off that you can't move there. Right, at least we are across. Probably should have had support nearby. Oh boy. Oh well, we'll try and link up. But I mean, look at this, we only need to get here now. Okay. Issue is there's a lot of force concentrated here. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, it's a really, really good thing. So it means that we can probably do it. And we only need these hexes. And that's it. Okay. Oh, Moscow Military District Headquarters. That's good. I imagine that's quite a important headquarters. That they'll hold. Annoyingly. And does Reich not attack? God damn it. If does Reich could have attacked there, that'd been beautiful. Okay. See, they have very little room. I need to be very careful that I don't overstack here, otherwise we are not going to get through. Right. Okay, if I push these back, I can move. Right, they're routed, but that gives me more room to maneuver now. which is important. Make sure they have support. Okay. Right, now there's significantly more here than before. Well, than I expected. So we go with... well, I can't go with full attack there. I need to be across the river. Now let's think about this. They do have a strong entrenched position. If I knock these guys aside, then that's good. Well, I could just knock these. We'll knock these first, see if I can get through. Which I can. They'll hold annoyingly, but we'll try again. Oh, we'll try again with a little bit more support. Okay. But they don't really have much attack. %45 fuel, 44% fuel. They'd have 6. They'd only have 3. Right, let's force these guys away. Then again, I'd rather not do that. So much to think about here, and it's so important. Yeah, these guys are the furthest back, so we'll use them. Right, so that does give me that much. The thing is, do I send even further support? I could use air power as well, actually. Launch an attack. We'll go for this side, though. I mean, that's the weaker side. Good. Right, both. Fuck off, they held. Fuck. But importantly, we have that, so we only need 2 hexes. That's what I need. Okay. I mean, we are almost there. Alright, if I can force... Oh, I can't force them back. Oh, I forgot about these guys. That's good then, we have a few more. So that is LVI, so we have LVI here. And LVI with Totenkopf. Right. Yeah, they have a lot of movement here. Five of 5 here. If I move there, those forces are gone because they're all routed. And that clears that, but then I need to be here. Right. That ain't good. Oh, it's because I can't attack. Oh, can I actually pull them back? Oh, okay. Well, no, apparently not. That sucks. Scouted. Right. It appears that I may, in fact, not be able to break through, potentially. Which is really annoying. I don't know. Yeah, they can't move far. It may be that we break through in the following turn if possible. Right, well, 2 hexes from achieving our ultimate goal of encircling Moscow, but we're almost there. I mean, depending on how things go next turn, we may be able to force ourselves there. Maybe. I mean, we do have infantry, so... Actually. I mean, that's a real disappointment, but we got so close. I mean, I think we might be able to do it. I mean, there's just so little really between us and our objective. I mean, it could be done. I just need to be able to get across this. But at least I am across here. Right, you could move there. See if I can have a touch. Might save you. No. God damn it. Actually. Yeah, we'll keep you there just because it's kind of weak. I mean, supplies are close enough to potentially allow us to continue. It's just the issue again through here, but I mean, it's going to be difficult for them. Just depends on what goes on next turn. And I still do have all of this, so if I fly fuel in here, then perhaps we'll be able to make it. I mean, that is the major thing. Okay. 17th is rather damaged. But either way, we've achieved so much there. We have the pincers here. Let's move the infantry from Minsk up. Oh, we have the opportunity, I'll do that. Okay, fair enough. Let's make sure they stop in a town. Well, we are nearing the areas here, so at least we can get some reinforcements into this. I mean, I'll be able to get some reinforcements to hold this here. I mean, there is a danger, but the fact is our flanks are covered, especially here in the north. It's only really the south, but even then that's still covered. And there's not much resistance. And we have forced our way over here. The issue has been the heavy forest, the weather, the terrain, the rivers. That slowed us down. If it wasn't a river here, we'd been probably through. I haven't been able to attack. Or at least we have this open. Hopefully be able to crush these men next turn. Which will make things even easier. But their rail is difficult. Their supplies and logistics is difficult. I think we can possibly do it. I can't click on that. That's rather annoying. What's up with that? Okay, there we go. Right, okay. So now let me see what's in there now. That's irritating. Right-o. And I can move elements of 18th Army to Army Group Center. Or even just in general, I don't know. Just have them available. Right. And I could have them moved into this area here. I mean, if we had connections with our rails, we'd been able to go so much further. But we'll have them move to Kalanin. Okay, I'll just move that. Right, I can't move you, so I'll just have you reassigned for the time being. But we have redeployed a significant number of men there. So that is a huge amount of reserves that we didn't have beforehand. So ultimately, depending on the situation, we have another, what, 3, 4, 6, 7, and then 8-ish, 8 or 9 divisions on their way. So that is a lot of men. That's almost another 100,000+ men. Well, it is over 100,000 men, really. So, I mean, they might be reinforcing, but we are as well. And this is the fact that we have the ability to send reserves, whereas beforehand we would not have. So that's great news. So yes, let's fly some supply. Okay, you need to be up here. Supply MP is not too bad. Can capture this, then we'll gain that. I mean, rails are catching up now, so that's good news. I mean, we have rails up to here, we have rails down there. If I can get these rails coming up here, so another 1, 2, 3, boom, that's all of that supplied. Just need to get it there. Okay. Still have you. Righto. I have that Division 2. So this is it, we are moving up with a lot of men. I mean, we can make this work. At least I'd hope so. Have those men attached to an army. Oh. How odd. There we go. Other in touch to OKH. Other commando to Hess, or Hess. Right, better supply now, that's good. Alright, so these men are ready. But we'll possibly keep them in this area due to the fact of the blizzard coming more than likely next turn. I mean, the next turn really was more or less when the Soviets began their counteroffensive. Righto. These men are still moving up. That'll be further reinforcement. Okay. So I now have the ability to cross the rail here. Now I could head there. But I'll head here. And then there next turn. Now, what that has allowed me to do is basically start to push up here so we can get supply running up as well. Because frankly, there's not going to be much pushing throughout the winter months. If I can run the rails up, and then try to meet up with the other rail engineer unit in the center, then that would allow us to get a lot of supply flow in. Really make the front line work. But it's a shame. I was really hoping that would work. I mean, we are almost there, so maybe if we get lucky and the weather's decent enough, well, it's not going to be decent, but if it's able to allow it, well, if we're able to push through, then we can try. Because all we have to do is just push 2 units out of the way, 2 hexes out of the way, and it is cut off completely. It's a shame I wasn't able to do it this turn. But we came close. Working on all these rails, which is lovely. And we are getting there. It's taken a long time, but we are converting a lot of the rails into the crane. Okay. And these guys are being refitted too, so that's awesome news. Keep them on the rail lines. Let's see. T-34s, BT-7s, yep. BA-10s. These are starting to roll out a bit more. They're rolling out too. Actually, no, that's the BA-10. Okay, cookie. It's funny, I was able to work out that, well, 1 point is roughly 50,000 people. So we can kind of work out how much population we currently occupy, or at least hold on to. So, 1,331 times 50,000. So at the moment we hold on to about 66.5 million people. Well, in the occupied area is about 66 million. Which I'm not surprised about. I mean, it's a huge area. And there's a lot of population in Ukraine, that area. I mean, we have a lot of major cities, like we have Leningrad, we have Minsk, we have Kiev. There's a lot of large cities. So that is good news. So we hold almost the entirety of the population of the Reich. Which is incredible when you think about trying to administrate that. Okay. If anybody's got a right, flag. Okay. Yeah, falling back further, because honestly the blizzard is going to be rough, and I am going to need to be on my supply lines. Actually. There we go. We have definitely fallen back quite a significant way. Let's just cross the river here. We need to find shelter. That is an important thing. Okay. Let's move them that bit further back just in case. Actually, no. If I hold there, then they'll fall back here if they're pushed. Okay. Right, fuel. Obviously, I do need to supply them. Their requirement is rather low, or at least MP is rather low, whereas requirement here is very high. So we'll get it into these units. Although they do have enough. Not you, though. Yeah, definitely need to get you fuel. Oh, not you. This one. Right, we'll supply these 2 divisions. Oh, so if I supply one of them, they... Well, actually, I'd rather have 2, and at least can get something going. Right, that's Reich. Actually, there's a lot of Panzer corps there. Yeah, they'll be fine. Have them reassigned. Actually, in fact... Oh well. I was hoping to take the town, but at least that gives us a little bit more room. Yeah, fuel's rather low. Eighth Panzer Division. Okay, we're all out. But we've been able to get in though, which is good. I think we might even have some spare... or some extra transports potentially. Let's see. Yes, I do. Awesome. I mean, there's a lot of them too. Whoa. Those numbers are huge. There we go. Now we can really think about supplying this. Or not. Well, I should have had... I don't know when I got them, but at least next turn we'll be able to fly in a lot of supply and fuel. as much as we need, really. Okay. Alright. I'll have you... Ooh, no, that's kind of difficult, actually. Well, there's 2 instruments, so I'll have one of them moved back to Minsk to cover that city. Just for now. We'll have that city garrisoned. Right, have you moved down to Novgorod? Ah, I see. I mean, we are digging in over here, which is nice. Have them reassigned. Oh, well, there we go. No ship in there, but I will. Rails are moving down here, so once that's connected up, then we'll have decent connections. Okay. I mean, this is going to be difficult. I mean, I was hoping that would be able to get through that quicker, but I guess not. If there's any reinforcements, I'd love to see them. Yeah, but we gained a bunch of transports, which is fantastic. Get a few more soon enough. That's really good. Let's see. So, we're very close in terms of armored fighter vehicles, in terms, well, of numbers with the Soviets. But that's fine. I mean, depending on how things go, we might be able to get there. I really hope we can. That'd be great. All that work would have been really annoying. But these units here, I mean, if we can get stuff in, that'd be amazing. We can fly support in here. Okay. We'll just have to see how the cards turn out, really, won't we? Don't think there's really much else I can do. But, I mean, we do have reserves over here, so even if there's a winter counterattack that I'm not expecting, they'll be able to respond. The issue, well, the one I'm worried about is really the south, but then again, the south does have the 17th Army, and we are in a decent position. I mean, I've just contracted my lines over here, so that's the thing. We have Rostov, we have supply not too far away, but Rostov is amazing. Bunch of supply there. Enough for us to hold on to. And we do have Stalingrad over here, so we can dig in through the winter. While the Soviets are going to be left out in the open for the most part. Right. See if you could do that, would be amazing. But how well. Right, let's get these Panzer headquarters across. Oh, right, you're there. There we go. Alright, just keep things happy. There we go. Right then, not really too much else to be done. We'll have to go forward. I'd really hope for the best. I mean, we got close. We got very, very close. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Almost there. We'll see how things turn out. And I'd love to have had that hex there. That would have isolated those guys, but well. Only 2 hexes. Only 2 hexes. So all we'd have to do is push 1 unit out of the way on each side of the push with the 2nd Panzer and then the 3rd, 4th. And then that'd be it. We'll see how the Soviets respond. Yep, that number of vehicles is going down. Current's going up. Let's see. I mean, I do have an extreme buffer between me and Leningrad, so at least we can finish up with Leningrad. And even if we do get pushed back in areas, which we more than likely will do, that's fine. Yep, there we go. Nothing unexpected. Yeah, it's just a few divisions here that we need to get out of the way. If they'd been brigades, then it would have been an easy job, but we'll hold. Right. Okay, that's a shame. But at least they're putting it back into supply range, so, good. Wow. Yeah, this is the start to a counteroffensive, it seems. No matter. They've expended a lot of combat power, just for very little gain. See, the fact that they're flying forces over, well, supply over here indicates a lot. But just look how inefficient that is and how little they moved, and we still hold these 2 cities. Okay. I mean, we'll establish divisions here, then we'll be able to hold that. I mean, I do have reserves. It depends really what the weather's like next turn, but it is more than likely going to be blizzard. If only we had that terrain. Well, that weather. But I think Moscow may be 42 then. I mean, it's going to be more than likely Blizzard this turn, so we'll see what happens. If it is Blizzard, we'll just dig in. Hold on till 42. Yeah, it is. Yep, here we go, Blizzard. Right, vehicle pool is not able to take it. Yeah, offensive power has been reduced. Blizzard. Oh well, the blizzards won't last too long. So if we just dig in, hold our lines, we'll have them the next year. Okay. Do we have supplies this turn? Haha, we do. Awesome. Really important, in fact. There we go, so next turn we'll be able to... Well, we should be able to try and link this rail line up. So we'll go here then. There we go. So soon we'll be able to link up our rail lines here, and then we'll have joining of those. That's good. Right, let's get these rails moving to Kuga. Yeah, vehicles are definitely suffering here. I mean, it wouldn't have been too bad, but the fact is that the demand has gone up. Right, so there's finally enemy forces here. That's fine. I can hold. I mean, I imagine we're dug in by now. Oh yeah, we're starting to dig in. It's taking time, but we are getting there. Yeah. There's forces here too. So, I mean, we might just have to collapse in onto the actual city itself. But we are starving. I mean, we are losing men here. We still have a decent force. Supply and fuel still there, so that's fine. Can keep that going throughout the winter. Righto. Right. Head this way. I need to start sending... Well, if I can head on the... Yeah, I'm going to head to Kharkov, and then we'll try and head to Kursk, and then to Irae, Tula, that sort of thing. Right, so let's dig in. I mean, we are going to lose troops each turn now, but we'll hold on. Okay, move in there, Phil. There we go. These forces can hold here. Right, let's reinforce this part. In fact, they do have decent ability to hold. Right, I can move in there, so at least we'll be able to cut those forces off. Yeah, we do have infantry now to dig in and hold that. Yeah, attack has been reduced dramatically. God damn, they held against that many number. There we go, get these men assigned. Well, we do have reinforcement here, so that's good. God damn, they're strong. Yeah. No chance moving up there. So we'll move our forces into the city. They just need to hold that. Partisans over there, actually. There we go, they're dealt with. I think we'll have them in the city. Maybe. Right, what do we have in terms of rail? Ooh, fuck all in terms of rail. Right, let's get into the city. Oh, no, it's now, okay, so it's now designated the 1st Panzer Army. Cool. Have we had the turnarounds in command, actually? Yeah, von Rudstedt. Is Bok still on command to Central? Okay, yeah, we have Fyodor von Bok still in charge. Okay. Good thing that we got these men here. I mean, these are going to form a vital reserve. And this is going to allow us to hold on to Moscow. Or at least hold on to the area around Moscow. There's a lot of infantry in the area. Okay. So I'll isolate this unit. Okay. See if I can fill that. There we go. I mean, this is a good thing. We do have a few towns over here, and, yeah, that's going to allow us to dig in. Alright, we'll send these motorized forces to hold the flank. If I could take that, I mean, I could potentially take that. But again, I'm going to lose a few armored fighting vehicles though, and I really don't need to. But then again, they're going to dig in. If I could take that, then... yeah. Even though I don't think I'd be able to make it, so I'm not going to bother wasting precious, precious bloody fuel. The amazing thing is we do have the infantry here to assist. And this is the thing, I mean, we have the ability to hold here. And we have the benefit of having mobile reserves. Right, just wreck them. Of course. Oh, at least that checked. Right, let's make sure that we hold this line. I mean, we are going to suffer over the winter. That's without a doubt. But, as long as we hold a line, we're good. I think I'll keep these troops on the rails as a reserve. Then at least I can send them where they're needed. The 18th Army is going to continue to hold in Leningrad. But the fact is we hold Leningrad. We hold. Right. And you look at that. That's not bad. Only issues is Kursk. And I'll just pull that out. See, these troops are fucking effective in snow. Some more reinforcements here. They can stay there for the time being as I can't move them. Yeah, but this is annoying. Almost there. Almost did it. Even if I'd been able to do that, we wouldn't have been able to take the city. But at least we have put so much pressure on it. And it will be a 1942 objective. So I just pull back there. Kind of want to keep that open. Oh, if I could attack. His Finnish troops are really, really good. Just can't attack with them. At least they'll be amazing on the defense. There's no point attacking here because we just can't break through now. But eventually they'll starve to death. At least I'd hope so. It's not a very nice thing to hope for, but you know what I mean. Okay. Kind of would like some forces in Kuga. But there's no rails over there, so it doesn't really matter. And the rail network is being worked on here. So you need to link up here and then we're good. In fact, it's looking pretty good. Keep it being worked on, link up these rail networks, and then we'll be good. But the fact of our supply is very nice. It's only... I mean, just need it to run up here, so then I can run up like that. Yeah, or even there, if I take that, then I can run straight up there, which is absolutely amazing. That gives supply directly to the front line. It's a very interesting series of rail lines. But this rail is going to keep on pushing this way, so then at least we'll be able to link up our forces. Alright. So, not really much to do right now. Just a case of hold and see what happens. Alright, let's move you into these towns. There we go, so we're holding in the towns there. It's such a confusing situation down here, in all honesty. Yeah, you see these troops, they become amazing. I might even want to form them into a mountain corps and then use them as like shock troops. And Voronezhy is far too far away now. It's too difficult as well. Alright, so let's just do some reconnaissance. The issue with flying in blizzards is obviously the lack of success. I mean, it's not very likely that you get to take off. So they are pushing back here, but that's fine. Yeah, issue is there's just a lot of troops. I mean, if we'd been able to push there, then we'd be able to break that, boom, done. That's fine. "1942 shall be our year to take Moscow." But I mean, we have achieved a lot in 1941 so far. I mean, we have a lot of points here. So we gained Leningrad, we gained Kharkov, Stalino, Rostov, Kiev, and Stalingrad itself. That's just ridiculous. Inflicted more losses on them than historically, which is sweet. Yeah, though our men are suffering now, so we do need to be extremely careful. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. We'll end the turn and then we'll see where we are. I mean, either way, we do have a hell of a lot more men than historically around Moscow, so should be able to hold. I mean, if needs be, I can divert these men here to hold that flank. These men, I don't know, I don't think they'll become encircled. And then again, it doesn't really matter because we can just pull back. We have Tula, we have these men here to challenge them from the south, so that's fine. Let's get these men into the city. Yep, working on these rails over here. So supply is going to start flowing to these men now too. And the longer that goes on, the better. Right, can I actually sign any labour battalions or anything? I can't, but we do have a lot of Finnish heavy artillery. There's a lot of artillery. Just wish I could actually use it. Okay. Again, just not really much to do now. So we'll process the turn. So this is... yeah, 4th of December. Next, the day after is when the counterattack historically began. So we got that, so we can starve those men. Cut them off. And then we just wait. If we could gain that hex, then be nice. I believe the Soviets do gain an advantage in winter with attack, but we'll see. If we hold our nerve, we'll be fine. Looks like reserve's gonna have to be committed. Interesting. I can reoccupy that position. Ah, so you've actually pushed forward. That's interesting. Okay. I can punish you for that. Again, I'm glad that we do have the 18th in reserve now, at least most... I don't know, about half of 18th in reserve. bloody. Bloody hell. So I'll think about deploying reserves to this area. Why the hell would you attack superior numbers in a blizzard with less men? A lot of armored fighting vehicles being damaged there. Whoa, 41 damage there. There's so many being damaged. Okay, we'll have to pull back here. That's fine. I'm not going to look forward to seeing our losses. But I'm happy to allow them to exhaust themselves. Yeah, this blizzard's going to be brutal. But once the snow melts, once the mud is gone, then comes our time. Poor second Panzer. But the good thing is we do have reinforcements. Yeah, wow. Okay, that's annoying. They can actually hold with their vehicles. I thought it was the other way around then. Yeah, they're starting to actually surround Stalingrad now. But I'll hold Stalingrad as long as possible, because I need that shelter. And if I can deny the city to them, then that works for me. The longer we deny it to them, the better. I mean, that does hurt their logistics. Okay, so that was brutal. That was a brutal counterattack. But that's pretty much the worst of it. Yeah, we lost 35,000 men. A lot of armored fighting vehicles being lost. I mean, those are permanent losses too. Okay. But they did lose a good number of men too. I mean, they're well, they're about 4.4 million losses now. Air combat not really going on. Okay. So we'll pull back. Oh, I don't know. We either pull back or we reinforce this area. And I think we can reinforce it. We can take Kimki. So that's good. Really important town to hold on to. Right, so now deep into the blizzard. Yep, it's increased into... These forces must be absolutely just broken by now. Issue is there's still supply in there. Right. So be able to repair the lines. Let's see, do we still have rail? We still have rail. Amazing. There we go. That is what you call a rail link-up. Now if I can get down here. I don't really dare, but we'll see. I could just go down here, actually. But I did have a feeling that we would be counterattacked here, so that's fair enough. At least they're going to hurt themselves. Either way, if we retain this, then we'll be able to use it. Haha, son of a bitch. Let's get rid of you first. Supplies come into Kuga. There we go. One turn out. Just need to hold on to the city. We can hold that city. Alright, still pretty bad. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, but we do have a rail link up now. At Moscow. So that is where our forces are. Absolutely superbly supplied. Yeah, that's along the path. Yeah, it's pretty bad down there. Look how far those airfields are away. So we can still see... Oh, that is a core. Right, that's a cavalry core now. So that's increased in strength dramatically. That's the issue, we're now seeing cores appearing. Oh, we do have a Panzer regiment. It's a good amount of men. Do you have the Panzer Fs? 4 Fs. And the thing is, only now do we reach sort of historical levels of losses. That were like really... So we're about, yeah, we're okay. We're okay. I mean, we are suffering, but it's not too bad. Yep, that still holds. That's really not what I meant. Right, they're gone. There we go. So this is difficult. They have pushed us back a little bit. We can reinforce these areas. I mean, this is a beautiful thing. We do have reserves. The fact that we have reserves is the most amazing thing. Okay. Shit will get real. shit will get really, really real. But we'll hold. Okay, so I think I will, in fact, call that a day for today. So thank you so very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. And if you have, do consider backing me on Patreon. It really does make a huge difference. Or subscribing if you're new. Liking and commenting really does make a difference. So thank you so very much, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this so far. It's a shame that we weren't able to complete the encirclement of Moscow. We got very, very close. So very close. But not there yet. But we will be there eventually. As frankly, if we hold this position here, we'll be good. And we do have rails up here, so that's good. If I could beat that, that'd be great. Might be able to beat that. I do have a lot of power still here. Those men are withdrawing. Not many men really who can... not them. We'll give it a go. Or not. Okay. And I can still push through things like that where they're still extremely weak. Let's just reoccupy the town. I do need to really dig in, but these forces can handle it. It's more of these panzers, which took a fucking beating. I mean, I'd still want to hold this position. I still want to hold on to this general area. Though, is it worthwhile? I'd say, yeah. Mostly because it means that we have Moscow in the following year. But we have to get to that year. I do love how neat that is. What is the Soviets' numbers? So their numbers are at 3.9 million. So their numbers are up, but they're still not at a healthy level. I mean, come the summer, we'll really rip into them. Okay, yep, 10. Really bad. Even in Berlin, only 5, but still quite rough. Okay, so 105,000 vehicles in repair. Only 120,000 in the actual pool, so just under 50% of the vehicle. About 40%-ish. Round about that, 40 to 50%-ish of the vehicle logistics support is currently in repair and out of action. So we'll have to hold. So, yep, goodbye for now, guys. See you next time.